Welcome back to the Plus Side of Nashville, everybody. My guests are Mike and Hayley Jones, who became the parents of 10 children in a 3-year span. The couple already had 2 sons when they adopted 8 siblings from Africa, and they share their remarkable 3-year journey in their new book called At Any Cost. I have so loved reading this book, and look at those gorgeous faces on the cover there. It is a great book. It's told from both of your perspectives, and I like that about the book. It's a really good, easy read with letters that I can read. The font style is fantastic. Well, let's talk a little bit about the 8 children that you brought home. One girl in the mix with all of these boys. I'd love if you tell us a little bit about her.
Well, she definitely is a little princess, I guess, because she's the only girl. She's very tough, that's for sure. She's a giver. She's a gift giver. She sews now. She's learned how to sew, make things. She just has a good, kind heart, for sure.
What I also thought was really interesting and really was intriguing was that when you were finally able to bring the children home and they were in the hotel, you guys were getting ready to come back to America, they each were ready to have their names changed. They just almost sort of assumed, like, okay, now that we're adopted, we get a new name. You all put so much thought into each one of their names and their characteristics and their personalities, didn't you, Mike?
Yeah, we did. And it was, you know, we had a lot of prayer about it, and we had a hard time naming our 2 biological children, and so, you know, and we knew these were gifts from God. So, you know, we really just, we got to know them so well over the course of those 3 years that we were able to, you know, use the scriptures and able to name them.
Let their names reflect them, their personality.
And like I said, I met 2 earlier. They just seem so wonderful. You homeschool too?
I have 2 at home right now that do homeschool, kind of an online school. And then the other children at Grace Christian Academy in Leapers Fork. And
they're all adapting, really have adapted immediately almost when they got to America, and they're in sports and all kinds of things, aren't they?
Yes, they all 9 of them love to play soccer, and our oldest biological son Tyler likes to play the piano. So, you know,
I just love it.
They're busy in their activities.
For sure.
Yeah, it sounds like it. What is a typical day like for you? Is there a typical day, Hayley?
It just depends on whether it's school time or summertime, but school time, I mean, we're up early. Breakfast, getting ready, driving to school in the big 15-passenger van. And after school, there's homework, never-ending homework, sports, dinner. So it's laundry every day.
What is the thing that the children you think were most fascinated about when they came to America?
Maybe what was available. I think the first day we had to make a trip to Walmart because we thought we'd had everything, but we were missing something. And so just being amazed at what you can actually buy in the stores of America that you know, we just take for granted every day.
What easy access we have to things.
That is so very, very true. I think we do take a lot for granted, and I'm sure they came up with all these wide eyes, like, wow, they have this in America. You don't have to go into too much detail, but when you brought them over, the whole Ebola epidemic was really rampant over in Africa at that time. Were you worried ever that this would in some way affect them?
No, they were home right before that, but you know, we have family and loved ones still there. They have biological families still there, so it was definitely something that we prayed about just every night, to pray for them. And since then, we've been able to Skype with the birth family who are still living, and so that was wonderful, just to be able to see them and just touch base with them again. So that's a good gift.
That is a great gift. And they have a lot of the middle names that are from their ancestors. A lot of them have the middle names from grandparents and that sort of thing. So they still have that part of them that's from their homeland, which I think is fantastic. You have to have depended a lot on support from family and friends. Do you all ever get a date night? Do you have a chance when the children are like, okay, right now they're all here, maybe we can try to go do something for ourselves?
Seldom.
A couple times. Our oldest son, you know, he's 17 now, so Michael's able to watch the kids, and we've slipped off to a couple movies before, just gone and grabbed dinner. But it's rare, but we enjoy it when we get to do it.
Yes. Well, the book is fantastic. How long did you all spend working on this?
Total about a year, probably.
Right at a year.
And then it brought back a lot of memories, didn't it? And a lot of pain in some instances.
It did. It was hard to write in a lot of times, but I'm glad that we did it now.
I'm so glad you did too. I so encourage you. It's called At Any Cost, Overcoming Every Obstacle to Bring Our Children Home. I'm about halfway through, and let me just tell you, I can't wait to finish it. It is such an easy read. It is well worth every penny. I would encourage you to buy it. Thank you so much, Hayley and Mike.
Well, thanks so much for having us.
It's been my pleasure. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, we're going to learn about the Tennessee Performing Arts' upcoming 2015-2016 Broadway series. It is a great one, and let me just say, I will be going to that Motown show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.